Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello and welcome to USA Global TV and Radio. This is It's Your Healthy Lifestyle show, hosted by the founder of this platform, Dr. JACALYN KERBECK, and myself, Roland Friedl. How important is your health and fitness to you? We show you how you can easily eat healthier every day, how you can improve your fitness and recover much quicker after your exercises and workouts. Families will learn how to optimize their children's health and nutrition. And finally, you will also hear how you live a long, healthy and fit life into your old age. Join us here on It's Your Healthy Lifestyle.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. It's Your Healthy Lifestyle show here on USA Global TV and Radio. I don't know who is producing this show, but I have to speak with them. I'm Dr. JACALYN KERBECK, and we're thrilled to have you with us today, wherever you're joining us from around the world. This is a show where we give tips and strategies for all of us to have a long, happy, and healthy life. That is the goal. Joining me is the star of our show. We are thrilled to have him back. He's been traveling. It's been at least a month since we've seen him. Mr. Roland Friedl is with us today. Welcome.
Howdy, hello. Hey, hello. Great to see you again, Dr. JACALYN. By the way, you look fabulous. And hello to our
thank you. Thank you. You do too. You look like you're really enjoying your life, which is fantastic. And as I mentioned backstage, you're always so tan. I feel like a ghoul. I've got to get out there.
Yeah, but I'm not lying in the sun, in a sunbath on the beach. I'm just being outside most of the time. So it's a natural.
But vitamin D is good for you. It's good for you. So
absolutely, yeah.
It's important. And I know there have been various times in my life when I was low on vitamin D, and I think it's more common problem than we know. So get out and get some sun, use some sunscreen. But before we begin the show, I really would like us to just say a few words about one of our team members, a gentleman who was an incredible addition to our team, who had an amazing voice and just added so much. And we definitely will miss him. So Scott, he was just bigger than life, I would say. Scott Travers, I should say, by the way. He was bigger than life, and he just had such a kind heart and was just a beautiful person. What would you like to share about him as well?
Yeah, he was a big Scott. He was, besides his professional career, as a DJ, radio moderator, he was an amazing soul, a beautiful heart, and it was an honor to have him on the Wild at Heart show together with other men. So he always had a great contribution, good thoughts, and yeah, big Scott, we miss you, but we see you.
Absolutely. And Scott was also the producer for one of our reunion shows, and he was playing music in the background, and just such a kind and generous person. And so we love you, Scott, and we're sending our best wishes out to your family as well. So, with that in mind, having a healthy lifestyle and today's topic, a healthy diet for the days of summer, is super important. And Roland, you are all about health and wellness. Tell us a little bit about your background, because you do so much, not just in the health industry, but for organizations across the world, for your men's work, and for the coaching that you do. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh my gosh! So how many hours do we have? Well, my background is very different because I have so many interests, and I'm really into many things. So since 3 decades right now, this year is 3 decades, I'm consulting big international tech companies. I do sales training, deliver sales training, management trainings, management coaching. That's my background. As you mentioned, Dr. Mensch, I do a lot of men's work. Just last weekend, I joined on a festival. I did a men's group gathering on a bonfire until 10 p.m. It was beautiful, by the way. I did a speech next day about a powerful and vulnerable man. So I love men's work. I'm very connected in the men's world because it's so important. And I think that it's about us, about men, to be more straight, to have more direction, greater vision, especially in times like this. We need strong men. Yeah, I'm very engaged in health. First of all, for my own body. In a few weeks, I'm 60, and I still feel like in my 30s. So health is very important to me. I did, I don't know, thousands of health lectures in Europe. I had a huge team in the health industry, which I gave away partly. And yeah, I'm also engaged in very environmental project because I strongly believe that we have respect Mother Earth and take care about her. By the way, I believe she doesn't need us, so I guess it's easy for Mother Earth to kick us out and still surviving. I mean, just ask the dinosaurs. But anyway, so I'm in many different projects, and yeah, today we speak about health. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, we could go on for several weeks with all the work that you're doing. So, when you think about summer, depending on where you are in the world, because some people are in winter actually at the same time we're in summer. But when you think about summer, you typically think about hot weather. You think about there are more daylight hours than in the winter. And so you may be wearing fewer clothes because of the heat. I know here in South Florida, it's been over 100 degrees. And the difference is the humidity is off the charts. You just go outside and it's like a bloom of wetness just comes out of nowhere. So people might not have as much energy depending on the situation. And that might prompt people to eat poorly as just a way of stuffing their feelings because of the heat. I know here people keep complaining about the heat. So have you found that, Roland, that when you're not mentally in a good place or the environment isn't the way the conditions that are perfect for you, that you might eat poorly?
Not me, to be honest. Not me, to be honest, because healthy food is so important for me. So I always plan it in advance when I go on a trip or organize myself. Yeah, I always try to eat very healthy, but I eat differently depending on the season. So in winter I have more, more hot food, more intense food, more calories. In summer it's lighter. It's much lighter, more juicy, more water. So I have a different diet, of course, depending on the seasons, but. No, I always take care about my food, to be honest. I always take care about it. Of course, I have cheat days, yeah, but it's not about bad conditions. It's just about enjoying a cheat
day. Well, that's great to know. I do know people who will get downtrodden because of the weather, like if it's raining, and then they'll eat food that they typically wouldn't eat because they're feeling down and out. So I also think it's interesting when we're just talking about not just a diet, but a regular food consumption, that since the pandemic, I noticed for myself, there are plenty of foods that I no longer eat. And it's not that the whole eating experience is a dining experience as it used to be before. We would spend hours. That's how it was in my family, literally hours dining. Now it's just the food is fuel to keep going so that I can get done what I need to do, as opposed to being entertainment, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. But I know, and I had times by myself, when I didn't feel good. I was not in a good mood. I didn't want to look at it, so I was avoiding to try to avoid my negative emotions that didn't feel good, and I was eating. I had it too: chocolate, ice cream, or pizza, pasta. This mostly this carb stuff. I had it too. I know it too, but not anymore because I know exactly when I have a craving for this, there's something behind. It's not about the carbs. It's about why do I want this, or let's say what do I have to cover? What do I want to have to feel? So yeah, food is a feedback also about your mood. Absolutely. And what you mentioned before, Jacqueline. So some people especially when they're bad weather and a bad mood, and they eat they don't have the best they don't make the best choices. That's true. I had times too, to be honest. That's I know it exactly, but I try to avoid it. Yeah, before I eat something, I really think about am I really hungry, or I'm bored, or I want to be distracted, or I want to feel something. So that's what I do before I eat.
Well, thanks for sharing your insights and what works for you. I really appreciate it. A question I have about healthy diet for the days of summer. Summer is also a big time for people to travel. So people might be taking vacations, and many times you get on a vacation and you say, wow, I'm on vacation, so I'm going to eat whatever I want. So I guess, again, it's that mindset. But when you think about a healthy diet in the summer and maybe lighter foods, so maybe you're not going to have a soup because it's hot. You're going to have some other choices. So what are some things that you would recommend for people to try if they're not eating it right now and it is hot in the summer?
Yeah, but first of all, we have to find what is healthy food. Especially what is healthy food on a hot day. So healthy food on a hot day that supports your body, whatever it needs. So giving back liquids like water because you're sweating, maybe giving back electrolytes or sodium, salt because you're sweating and losing minerals and stuff like that. So what is healthy food? It's not about being vegan, vegetarian, or whatever. It's not about that. It's about giving the body what the body needs and avoid things that puts the body even more on stress. The heat is stress for the body, especially when you're older or for kids. It is stress for the body. And when you eat, let's say, not a proper diet, meaning a lot of carbs, meaning especially fried stuff, then it is that, and alcohol, in combination with alcohol, or in combination with a lot of sugar and fat, then this is a lot of stress for the body. This doesn't mean, because you mentioned vacation, Dr. Jekyll, when you're on vacation, it doesn't mean that you cannot enjoy, but please don't do it at noontime. It's, I don't know, 90 or 100 Fahrenheit, what is 35, 40 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to do it at noon. Yeah, you can enjoy it when the sun is going down, when it's cooler, your body's cooling down. Of course, you can enjoy a cocktail, a beer, a wine, or a burger, fries, whatever, or a pizza, whatever you enjoy. That's not the point. But you have to take care about on what daytime you're eating it. That's my point.
So, question I have for you is, I always thought that it's better to eat your food earlier in the day and then you stop eating and you fast. So, are you suggesting that we eat at what time? What times or time?
Depending, I do intermittent fasting, so I start my first meal not before 11 a.m. or noontime. So because I do a minimum of 16 hours for intermittent fasting on a daily basis. But if you're a breakfast person, yeah, it makes sense that you eat in the morning when it's not so hot. It's less stress for the body. During the day, light stuff, maybe salads. What I loved, and I've been living in Spain for 14 years, during the day, I was eating watermelons, a lot of juicy stuff. And then when the sun is going down, it's not so hot anymore. I also had a barbecue or sometimes a burger or whatever. I'm trying, I'm a carnivore, mostly steaks and stuff like that. And sometimes a glass of wine. But during the day when it's hot, just juicy stuff. What I mean, food that has a lot of water, like cucumbers, make a salad of cucumbers and tomatoes, a nice Greek salad maybe with a little bit goat cheese, or just a watermelon, or what also nice is lemon, watermelon that we have, and especially in Spain we eat it, and also in Italy. I don't know, maybe it's, you also know it in the US. We have slices of honey melon or watermelon and put serrano ham, how do you say it? Serrano, jamon. It's ham. Yeah, it's ham. There's dried ham on it. It's also delicious. So just light food. Or we had a nice tuna salad, or during the day, when it's hot, light, juicy food that has a lot of liquids, a lot of salt, minerals. So because you're sweating, you have to give this body back, and not this crazy fried. Actually, today I was had a short break. It's quite hot here. I was helping my aunt in the garden, and then I went down with my dog to jump in the water, and the ambulance was there. So a guy I know, 52 or 53 years, had a heart attack. So, and I didn't realize what happened. It's open there, he was sitting in the sun, having a beer, a lot of fries, and I don't know, some fried stuff. And of course, this is too much for the body. So again, I don't say can't eat it, but don't eat it when it's hot in the sun. Wait when the sun is going down. So take care about the body. The body needs more liquids than on a normal day. So liquids. And if you're a person that is struggling and say, I cannot drink so much water, because when I say drink, I mean sugarless, non-alcoholic drinks, like just plain water is the best one. Maybe you slice a little bit lime inside, or orange or whatever to get some flavor. But at water. I drink a lot of water. But most people are really struggling with drinking water. They're not used to it. And I said, okay, then buy some fruit that are juicy, like a watermelon or any other fruit that has a lot of water. Not bananas, but maybe a pineapple or papaya or something like that. Eating fruits during the day, it helps you totally. And then enjoy a nice dinner, whatever you love to eat when the sun is going down, with you alone or with your friends or family.
Excellent tips as always. And those fruits that you mentioned, obviously they've got a lot of water content in them too. So I think they're fulfilling two purposes. Yeah, I've got my water right here as well. So now that you've defined what healthy is, and also about the ability to take cheat dates, so to speak, because I think that's really important, how do we get our minds wrapped around the fact that in order to be healthy, we have to make good choices, as opposed to I've earned this, I deserve this, I'm having this?
Well, what I learned is when I changed my diet, what I learned is being very aware why I eat. As I said before, am I really hungry, or it's just I'm bored, I want to distract from myself from something or whatever. So am I really hungry or not? And that's one thing what I learned and really helped me. And the second thing is, after having whatever I had, cheat day, so less healthy stuff or healthy stuff, whatever I was eating, I just being aware about how I feel afterwards. Does it give me energy, or it's sucking energy? Do I feel fulfilled and full of power and vital, or I'm just a little fatigued, tired, or maybe I don't know, maybe I get the depression or something like that. You know what I mean? So getting feedback when I have put something in my mouth, eat something, drink something, how do I feel afterwards? And to be honest, really honest, I know. I guess I said it in the previous show. I love pasta, to be honest. I love pasta. And on my last 2 months trips now in Scandinavia, I had twice pasta because I was visiting my Italian friend. And he makes amazing pasta. And I always say 10 minutes joy, half a day suffering, because I know that's not good for me. I get so tired when I have carbs, when I have fast pasta. I know it. So that's why I don't eat it. But when I eat it, I eat it without any regrets, or you know what, I really enjoy the pasta. I enjoy it absolutely, even when it's not doing so good to me afterwards. But sometimes I have it, of course. But again, first of all, when you want to eat, before you start eating, are you really hungry, or just is it for another reason? And then maybe do something different. Maybe just drink water, or sit down and say, okay, what's really going on in my mind? What am I trying to avoid? Well, what I'm trying to escape from. That's one thing. And the second thing, as I said, is be aware how you feel after a meal. Was it really good? I don't mean by delicious. Does it really make you more vital, more vibrant? You feel really good, energetic, or is it sucking energy? And my experience is, when I personally eat carb, it's sucking energy. When I eat fried stuff, it's sucking energy. When I take alcohol, it's sucking energy. Maybe I'll have a lot of fun, but I'm not a fun person with alcohol. I get tired. I don't speak anymore. And also when I have too much sugar, an large ice cream, or too much chocolate, I don't feel good afterwards. So I became aware about this. I still enjoy it sometimes, of course. but I'm aware about this, so I don't take it too often. And that's the two things I want to give to you. Before you start eating, are you really hungry? Secondly, be aware, is it really giving you power and energy or not? And if not, don't eat it too often, because you need the power to enjoy life at the fullest.
Enjoyment, that's the key word. And I guess there are various ways that we can determine what that enjoyment means. Are you enjoying it for today and you're going to pay for it tomorrow? Or are you going to do what you need to do today so you can enjoy your life for a longer amount of time?
Absolutely. 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 When I think about my last trip, when it was really hot during the day, I had salad. But I'm a carnivore, but I see the salmon in the bag, and I was in Norway. So I had a lot of salmon, a lot of fish. It's light, a lot of fish, salad. I had different shrimps and stuff like that. So for lunch and water. And then in the evening, I had a steak or an elk burger, or I made an elk stew or something like that, because in the evening when the sun was going down, it was really chilly in the mountains. So then I had something like warmer that gives me more energy in the cold. So yeah, really try it out. Really experiment. I think cooking is a kind of art. Yeah? Try it out. Try new things. Yeah. And what I also want to give advice to people is, try to cook, try to learn cook. I know most people don't have no idea about cooking. Try to cook. It's fun. It's really fun. And start slowly. I love cooking in the meantime. It's really fun. For me, it's like painting a picture. Yeah, like art. For me, it's cooking. When you smell everything, when you prepare everything, you smell it, and then you eat it, and maybe you share it with friends. For me, cooking is a form of art. It's part of my lifestyle. So learn cooking, and then you can prepare whatever you want on a healthy base.
Yes, cooking can be a lot of fun. Plus, it's a great way to get together with people and have conversations. I've been doing any cooking for months, just so you know, but I'm looking forward to getting back to it as well. Roland, you and I both take Juice Plus supplements, and we're both Juice Plus distributors. Tell us a little bit about how Juice Plus can help fit in with a healthy diet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most people realize I'm really trying to have a very healthy lifestyle, and even though I know it's not just perfect, what I should do on a perfect day. So to bridge the gap between what I'm eating and what I should eat, especially when we talk about phytochemicals and all the ingredients of fruit and vegetables. And as a carnivore, I don't eat many fruits and vegetables. So I found Juice Plus in June 1994. Can you imagine, Dr. Jackson, 30 years ago? I've taken it since 30 years ago on a daily basis. What is Juice Plus? It's a supplement. And it's not, how do you say, a chemical one. It's not an artificial one. It's a natural one, yeah, because I love natural products, not processed product or pharmaceuticals. It's a natural product, and it's a whole-based food. What do I mean? Even when it's natural, it's not that some scientists said this ingredient from this veggie, this ingredient from this fruit, and this ingredient from this berry is good, and we extract it and put it in a pill or in a juice or whatever. No, it's whole-based food. So what Juice Plus is, it's 10 different fruits, 10 different veggies, 10 different berries and grapes that are grown without non-GMO, without any herbicides, pesticides, any stuff. So real naturally grown. They harvest them on the highest point when they're really mature. Juice it. That's the product name. Juice. Juice Plus means more than juice. They juice it, and then they try it on a low temperature to get the water out. Because when you get the water out, then you can store the powder forever. As I always used to say, if you bring all the water out of my body, I look like a mummy, but I will last forever, more or less. Yeah, and the powder is in a capsule. It's in a vegan capsule, and you swallow this capsule, what I do on a daily basis for 30 years, and you swallow it with a large glass of water. The capsule opens in the stomach, and the water mixes with the powder, and you absorb the ingredients, vitamins, minerals, enzymes, thousands and 10,000s of phytochemicals from 10 different fruits, 10 different vegetables, and 10 different berries and grapes on a daily basis. That's Juice Plus. It's bridging the gap, what you should eat on raw, fresh fruits and vegetables, and you're eating on a daily basis. And that's why I love Juice Plus, and I'm taking it for such a long time. Yeah, that's Juice Plus.
Juice Plus is fantastic. And by the way, the capsules smell really good. They smell fresh. Like there's no chemicals in there. It just smells very healthy.
Absolutely. And I remember years ago when I started with the company, because we have a production base in San Marcos, close to San Diego for the US market. And there's a production base in Lugano in Switzerland for the European market. And this is very close to Basel. Basel is the capital in Europe of all these pharmaceutical companies. They are there mostly for tax reasons in Switzerland. And it's really bad smelling when you drive through the city. And then you come to Lugano, where they produce Just Plus, and you have the feeling that you are on a food and vegetable market, I don't know, in a souk in Morocco or in a huge souk in Istanbul, because it smells like fruits and vegetable, and it doesn't smell like in a petrochemical industry, how all these minerals are produced normally. So it really smells good. I mean, especially when you open the capsule, it smells good. You can taste it, and really taste about the wedges. You can taste the wedges. Yeah, absolutely.
Which is fantastic, and another reason why people should look into it. Now, what about for children, setting a healthy lifestyle plan for children? What can you share about that?
Well, I know, and I have 3 boys. I'm in a race now, but I know how difficult it is to bring healthy food into the mouth of a kid. I remember one of my sons, Simon, he one day said, "Daddy, why can God make all the vitamins into my vanilla pudding? And why is it in veggies? I don't like veggies," he always said. Yeah, it's difficult for kids. And the other thing, they have the peer pressure in school with all these fast food chains and stuff like that, and the commercials. And when you look at movies, or when you look at TV, there are a lot of commercials about food. And to be honest, I never saw a commercial about healthy food. I always try to sell what is not healthy, what you won't eat normally. Or my dog would never buy, or my cat. But anyway, so it's difficult for kids. I know it. I'm a parent too, and a grandfather at the moment, so it's sometimes difficult. And so, but especially kids have special needs. They grow very fast in a short time. So all the organs are growing, the body is growing, then the hormones are coming. They have special kids have special needs, so that even it's more important to eat healthy. And I know from many studies and from friends and experience is that when kids don't have a proper diet on a daily basis, they will suffering years later with different disease. So the base of a healthy lifestyle, long life lifestyle, starts in your childhood. And in the Chinese medicine, they even say before the baby is born, they urge the mom to eat healthy, to stay away from alcohol, don't smoke, even when the baby before it's even is produced, or even before mom and dad came together. So it starts very early. So it's very, very important for kids that we support them. And to be honest, I don't understand at all when people tell me they love their kids and then they see the crap they buy in the supermarket, all this sugar, toxic, crazy stuff. I don't understand it. My kids were not allowed. So my kids at home, there was no sugar, there was no sodas, nothing at all. Very healthy food at home. But when we went out to restaurants, they could order whatever they wanted. So of course they enjoyed it too. But at home on a daily basis, not. And when I look back on my own childhood, when there was no supermarkets, we had small grocery stores. I mean, I was not into sweets. My mom told me, not at all. But I don't know that there was no 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 4 pounds family package of sweet was not available in my time, in my childhood. I don't know how it was in the US, Dr. JACALYN, 40 years ago, or 60 years ago. But here in Austria, we didn't have supermarkets. So you got to the grocery and he gave you 1 piece out of it. You're 10 penny, and I gave the 10 penny when I was a kid, and you get 1 piece out of it, not a whole bag or box. So it was different. So it's very important nowadays, especially for kids, to have a good base to stay healthy and fit on a long-lasting life. Yeah, it starts in the childhood, and we know this, and the Just Plus company knows it, because with Just Plus, more than 15,000 doctors worldwide are working together and recommending to the patients. So what it's Just Plus, and we all know, Just Plus costs money. Of course, it's a natural product. It's not a chemical product that they can produce very, very cheap. It's a natural product. It costs money. You have to pay the farmers. You have to grow the stuff. You have to juice it, and so on and so on. So it costs money. And I know when I started with Just Plus 30 years ago, my eldest was 4, my middle son was 1, and the little one was not born at the time. And when you're starting your career, when you take Just Plus for yourself, it's okay. You pay it for you and your wife. It's money. And then you have 2 or 3 kids, that is just an amount of money, to be honest. It costs money. So we know this, and we got the feedback many years ago. The special women said, I would love to have Choose Plus, but I don't take it because I cannot afford it for the whole family. So we said, okay, we're going to help them. And we started the Choose Plus foundation for kids, meaning kids starting age 4 until 21. So they have to start with Choose Plus between 4 and 21. For each adult, Choose Plus is taking, 1 kid gets it for free for 4 years. So when the adult is taking Choose Plus 4 years, 1 kid is getting it for 4 years free. And that's an amazing thing. So the company and the distributors are sponsoring the product for the kid. And we have, at the moment, more than 2 million families worldwide where the families are parts of the Choose Plus foundation. And we have amazing studies. So we know that the kids are more healthier. They are missing less school days. Some kids don't want to hear that, but they're missing less school days. They're more focused. They're better focused, more focused, concentrated. And the interesting thing is, to be honest, at the beginning, I thought, well, my kids, I try to really give them healthy food. I don't want to educate them and socialize them by taking pills, and then they don't eat any fruits and vegetables anymore. But it was the other way around. I saw it with my kids, and we saw it from a million other kids. The kids who are taking Choose Plus start eating fruits and vegetables. So something happens in their brain. There's the brain says, the body says, it's good for me. I want more of it. And kids are starting additionally to eat Choose Plus fruits and vegetables. And that's a good way, I strongly believe. Yeah, that's so. When you have kids or grandkids and you take Choose Plus, your grandkid's kid, and then you can really make an impact on the healthy lifestyle of your kid.
Roland, can you also talk about healthy lifestyle for your pets? Because I know people who feed their pets people food and they don't eat any dog food.
Yeah, and my dog gets Choose Plus every day. I say my dog, but lower, but the dogs before also. Yeah, all my dogs get Choose Plus capsules on a daily basis in their food. The fur is much better. The energy is much better. So yeah, because normally I eat only pure food, so I don't buy anything with any artificial stuff. And the same is with dog food. I don't buy dog food that has any additional vitamins which are not natural or stuff like that. So I buy pure meat, and she gets some wedges, and she gets Choose Plus capsules. I have there's a very famous jockey, or actually he was a horse rider in Germany. He was feeding all his horses a handful of Choose Plus capsules. That's really money. But he told me how much money it costs when the vet comes every day, and especially these running horses, they get vitamin injections, and they're very, very expensive. And he said he changed it to Choose Plus, better results, not spending more money. So you can also give it to your pets. Yeah, absolutely. It's a good issue. It's a good point. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, in fact.
One thing, Dr. I might remember years ago, I was invited to a house, therapist's house, privately, during Choose Plus. And they had this, how do you call it, these mini pigs?
Mini pigs?
Mini pigs, or I don't know, the small animals. It's like and they have it in South America, this mini pigs, I guess mini pigs they're called. I don't know exactly. And they have been in the corner in the living room in a cage. And I opened the capsule, because I always open the capsule and say, okay, please taste the veggies. And they started screaming, mama, because they smelled it. And yeah.
Wait, so you gave the capsules to the pigs?
I'm just Googling the word for it. Sorry, guys, I'm not a Native American speaker. But I get it for you.
Okay. Yeah, this is exciting.
Chineo pig.
Guinea pig.
Yeah, that's right. Guinea pig. Yeah, both guinea pigs. It was funny. And they really ate it. They ate the barrel. They loved it. So I know it's an animal. Animals only eat natural products. Yeah. The guinea pig. Yeah, guinea pig is the right name. Yeah.
Guinea pig. I had a guinea pig when I was growing up also. They're cute animals. So we've determined that for a healthy diet, whether it's in the summer or not in the summer, Juice Plus supplements are a great way to go, an enhancement to already eating healthy. And also as the temperature increases, maybe you're eating lighter foods and drinking more liquids like water. What do you think about drinking caffeine? What are your thoughts on that?
I'm the wrong person. I'm a caffeine addict. I love coffee, but I don't have more than 2 a day. I love coffee. I'm not in the morning. I don't need it to wake up. I don't drink coffee to energize. I just love the smelling and the taste. I drink coffee. It was funny that you asked a lot, because in my auntie's house, my auntie is having lunch at 11:30 sharp, quite early. But it's for me, it's good. It's my first meal, and then she has coffee and a cake at 1:30 sharp. And I said, I'm sorry, I cannot. It's too hot for me. I don't go for a cake at all, sweet, and no for coffee. I said, no, I'm going to add some water and some syrup, some juice in it, homemade juice. So, well, I don't like coffee when it's too hot, to be honest. Because I starting sweating more, of course. I don't like it. But if you can stand it, why not? Why not? Well, why not?
Yeah, I don't drink caffeine at all. See, I think to myself, I haven't had caffeine in years. And caffeine, is that a necessary? Because I like my chocolate. So is my chocolate necessary? No. But is caffeine necessary?
No, not at all. And to be honest, I started with coffee years ago, in my 20s, with espresso in the morning, not empty stomach, and then it gave me a boost in the gym and to burn fat and build up muscles. It really helped me in the morning to really speed up my vitality in the morning. So I always had a strong espresso in the morning on an empty stomach before my workout at 5 a.m. So that's why I started having coffee. But now I enjoy it. I like the taste. I like the smell, and yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm not a normal office coffee drinker, having a bottle of coffee all the time. No, really strong espresso just to enjoy it, and it's fine.
Well, Roland, sadly, you and I will not be able to live together because I can't stand coffee.
Yeah, I don't know how it's in Europe, but here in Europe, more and more people try to get away from coffee. Yeah, more. Actually, in a few days, on 18th of September, I start a 4-week water fasting, and it's also no coffee for 4 weeks. I will suffer a little bit the first days. Yeah. No coffee for 4 weeks, mid-September to mid-August. Yeah. So I do another water fast, 28 days.
How do you feel about it?
Oh, very excited about it. I know the JACALYN because I do fasting very often. I know that the first 3-4 days I'm suffering a little bit. It's because when you it's kind of getting away from drugs. Because it's the coffee, of course, a little bit the sugar sometimes. So I'm suffering the first 3 days, maybe 4 days. And then I know that the rest of the time I will feel great. I will have much more time to work because I don't have to get food, prepare food, eat food, wash dishes. So I even have more time. So I'm very looking forward to it. So I start with full moon, that is here September 18th. So after my birthday, just the perfect timing.
Well, that's exciting. What do you go? So it's the water fasting and then it's the birthday. And I forget, is it a big birthday?
Yes, 60.
Yeah, 60 that's what I thought.
60 on the 12th of September. And then I meet my sons and we go camping. And then I bring them back to Vienna on the 16th. And then I start on the 18th. Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. Congratulations. That sounds like a great way to celebrate. We are at the end of our show for today. And before we go, I did want to share one thing. So far today, on our one YouTube channel, we have 909,157 views, which last year for the whole year, we were just over 1 million. So we've got September, October, November. We've got 4 more months to go. So that is truly exciting. And now we are also optimizing our second YouTube channel. We have a team of people working on that as well. That's Dr. JACALYN KERBECK. So thanks to everybody for all of your views and for your comments and your subscribes. We really do appreciate you. Roland, how can people reach you, and who would you like to contact you to become a client or just to pick your brain about something or join any of your men's work projects?
Thank you. Yeah, the best way to contact me is send me an email. It's office@ and then my name, rolandfriedl.com. office@rolandfriedl.com. office@rolandfriedl.com. Office email is the best way to join me. You can also have a look at my website. It's rolandfriedl.com. What I'm offering. as I said, I'm working for companies that are doing sales training, strategic sales training, management trainings, management coaching, and so on in different areas. That's one thing I'm doing. To be honest, less and less. The last year, I focus more on men's work, and I focus a lot on coaching of people with my company Wireless Life Rocks, where I coach people or support them and be with them together for 1 year online. We meet once a week. I do a Zoom with them. People who want to have the same, I've always called it, weird lifestyle like myself, meaning work and traveling, meaning working and travel together. So more and more people, especially after the pandemic, they want to travel more, see more of the world, and they want to combine it with working, different forms of work. So I coach people and be with them for a year together through this process to become, I wouldn't say a digital nomad, because you can also work and travel and work analog. A friend of mine I'm coaching, he is working stationary, and I'm 2 months there, 2 months there, not online at all. So it's working everything. That's my main point at the moment, is coaching that people who want to have the same lifestyle like myself. But if you're interested or need any health advice, or not health advice the wrong way, nutrition advice or exercise advice or meditation, yoga, just send me an email. I'm always keen to connect with people. I love to connect and share and care and network. So let's keep in touch. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks so much for taking the time to be with us today. We're coming right back with the Mallorca connection. Let our viewers know what they can expect then.
Well, at the Mallorca connection, starting in 20 minutes, I will talk together with you a little bit about my last 2 months with my motorhome. Most people know I'm living full-time in my motorhome. And I went the first time to Scandinavia, so we talk a little bit about my trip: Germany, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Czechoslovakia. It was an amazing, fun time, and we'll talk about this trip. So if you're keen about traveling, learn a little bit more about my lifestyle, my traveling lifestyle, especially about these countries, join us in 20 or 19 minutes on USA Global TV and radio. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, hit the bell, and also leave your comments, share it, and thanks for joining. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Roland. Thank you, everybody. We look forward to seeing you shortly. And again, thanks for taking the time to watch and let other people know about what we're doing here. We'll be back in a few minutes. Bye for now.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.